March 10th. Lasting fame. Zephaniah 3 and verse 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. Zephaniah 3 and verse 19. A biologist tells how he watched an ant carrying a piece of straw that seemed a big burden for it. The ant came to a crack in the earth that was too wide to cross. It stood for a time as though pondering the situation, then put the straw across the crack and walked over it. What a lesson for us! How comforting that in time God will undo all that afflicts us, so that our burdens may become stepping stones to higher achievement. The promise is further made, I will get them praise and fame in every land. Alexander Pope said, Unblemished, let me live or die unknown. O grant an honest fame, or grant me none. The fame promised in this text is the only lasting one. It is the fame based on trust in God and obedience to His revealed will. A friend of mine in India used to work on the docks during the war as a stevedore. He heard the message preached and accepted the Sabbath truth. After much difficulty, he was able to get Sabbath privileges, after which he was baptized. Of course, he had to take a cut in pay, but the financial loss meant little to him compared with the salvation of his soul. One Sabbath, while he was in church, there was a terrific explosion on the dock. An ammunition ship had blown up in the harbor. Rushing to the scene after the service, he saw many of his old friends dead and terribly mutilated. Had he been there that day, he might have been killed. It was my privilege to baptize a woman who was in deadly fear of her husband's learning that she was becoming a Seventh-day Adventist. Upon discovery of her purpose, he persecuted her terribly. One night she awakened and he was standing with a gun in his hands, staring intently at her. He not only threatened her life, but threatened my life as well. Unfortunately for him, retribution was swift in coming. He was overtaken by a mysterious illness, and the wife whom he had persecuted had to care for him until the day of his death. Lasting fame. Amen.